Greetings and welcome to NewZimbabwe.com News. I am Makanaka Masenyama. Stories making the headlines. Government's lack of disaster preparedness blamed for Chimanimani deaths. In the courts, suspended Chief Magistrate Guvamombe trial dead set. In business, tobacco foreign currency retention extended from 30 to 180 days. In sports, sprint legend Patson Muderedzi set sights on athletics grassroots development. Now for the news in greater detail. Government state of disaster preparedness has come into sharp focus in the wake of the killer cyclone Idai. Officials have put the death toll at 70, while media reports indicate the number of those that have been killed by the adverse weather phenomenon is more, given the admission from authorities that hundreds are still missing. Critics argue government failed to prepare despite warning signs following the cyclone making landfall in Mozambique or ahead of its devastating effects on Zimbabwe. President Emmerson Mnangagwa's decision to travel to the United Arab Emirates hours before the cyclone hit southeastern Manicaland has also been cited as an indication of the state's insensitivity to the plight of ordinary people. Election Resource Center Executive Director Tawanda Chimini argued at a press conference that the deaths and injuries could have been avoided.
A lot of these challenges, the disasters that we faced, are disasters that could be managed if proper efforts are made at planning for them. When government takes office, it is after an election where people have voted, and government must represent the people. People look up to government for protection. And the current situation where Zimbabweans are going through what they've gone through is really unfortunate, and naturally we would not want to politicize the whole process. But I think being fully prepared for future disasters such as these should be a priority. I think given the number of disasters we've faced, it is only essential for government to be able to say to Zimbabweans, in the event of this happening again, we've put this in place.
More than 70 people, including school children, reportedly lost lives as houses and bridges were swept away by the heavy rains, leaving some people marooned in mountains and on trees. Government has since declared the tragedy a state of disaster. In the courts, suspended Chief Magistrate Mishrod Guvamombe will stand trial on April 9 before Harare Regional Court on charges of abuse of office. It is the state's case that Guvamombe violated the law when he offered former cabinet ministers Sevia Kasukuwere and Superman Wanzira internship at Harare Civil Court last year. Guvamombe is also accused of ordering his junior Harare Regional Magistrate Elijah Makomo to surrender a case which involved a son to the former business partner. In business, the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe has extended the period in which large-scale tobacco farmers can retain foreign currency earned from the initial 30-day period to 180 days, while small-scale farmers are allowed to retain their hard currencies for an indefinite period. In a statement, Central Bank Governor John Mangudya confirmed the latest development, adding that failure to use the foreign currency will result in authorities invoking the use it or lose it policy, in which their accounts are liquidated and converted into local currency at interbank rates. We shall be taking a short break. We'll be back soon.
I joined Diaspora Funeral Police when my father passed away. Without them, I don't know where I could have started with all the things I covered for the funeral. For me, to be honest, Diaspora Cash Plan, it was very easy, good transaction. It was only a matter of a phone call. Then they said they would do everything the rest. To be honest, by end of the day, I had got the settlement.
In sports, sprint legend and Olympian Patson Muderedzi is set to launch his Stars for Christ Sporting Academy late this year. The ex-track wizard says he is passionate about sports in the country and wants to take a proactive in athletics development. Muderedzi has since challenged Sports Minister Kirsty Coventry to spearhead a complete overhaul of sports administration in the country. Poor administration, Muderedzi argued, has seen the country losing out on talent, particularly in rural areas, which he has said remain underexploited. Muderedzi is currently the National Director of Lay Witness for Christ International, with its headquarters in Hurst, Texas, USA. To end this news bulletin, here's a recap of headlines once more. Government's lack of disaster preparedness blamed for Chimanimani deaths, and the courts suspended Chief Magistrate Goa trial dead set. And business, tobacco foreign currency retention extended from 30 to 180 days. In sports, sprint legend Patson Muderedzi set sights on athletics grassroots development. Reporting for newszimbabwe.com, I am Makanaka Masengama. For this and more stories, do visit our website www.newszimbabwe.com and our YouTube channel, NewzimTV.